Hello everyone, welcome along to Football Commentary Live. I'm your alternative match commentator for this Europa League semi-final first leg between Villarreal and Arsenal as Unai Emery faces off against Mikel Arteta, the current Arsenal manager, against a former Arsenal manager as well. Very successful manager is Unai Emery as well, and of course he has won the the Europa League the most times as well. Has Unai Emery there, and his side are looking to cause Arsenal some problems today. I'll run you through the two lineups now, just as we're only a few minutes from kick-off. The Villarreal side in goal is Ruali. Then Foyth, Albiol, Torres, and then Pedreza is the back line with Pereiro, Capoue, Trigoro in midfield, and then up front they've got Moreno, Alcazar, and Chukwueze. And then on the bench is Asenjo, Gaspar, then also Funes as well, Baka, Estepinian, Moreno, Francis Coquelin, the former Gooner as well. The other subs are Costa, Gomez, Pino, Baina, and Nino as well. Whereas for the Arsenal, they line up with Bernd Leno in goal, the German. Then the back line consists of two Englishmen, Callum Chambers and Rob Holding. And alongside them is Pablo Marie. The midfield is Emil Smith-Rowe, Danny Ceballos, Thomas Partey, Granit Xhaka, and Bukayo Saka. And then Martin Odegaard is playing just behind the frontman, which today is Nicolas Pepe. And then the subs for Arsenal are Hector Bellerin, Gabriel Willian, a return to the bench for Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Cedric Suarez, David Luiz, Reece Nelson, Mohamed Elneny, Eddie Nketiah, Matt Ryan, Gabriel Martinelli, and Arthur Okonkwo as well. The referee is Arthur Manuel Suarez Diaz, I should say, who is going to be the official for this game. As of course, we are broadcasting here on Football Commentary Live, the home of alternative match commentary, and I'm your host, Mike Harniman, for this one. We've got two games as well. Of course, Matt Iles and Russ Vernon are also bringing you the game between Manchester United and AS Roma in the first leg of that one. So you can kind of flick between the two if you'd like to and give them some support as well. Of course, Arsenal were hoping to have possibly Alex Lacazette and Kieran Tierney available, but it's come too soon for both of those guys, and neither of those have made it into the squad here. But Arsenal are certainly boosted by the return of Aubameyang on the bench, and I'm sure if things aren't going in the way that Mikel Arteta wants from his side, then he will probably be used at some stage as well. I will look over a couple of other bits of information as we are just about 2 minutes away from the kickoff. And so the clubs have met a couple of times. The first ever meeting was back in 2006, I believe, in the UEFA Champions League, or certainly met in 2006. And Kolo Touré scored for Arsenal and in a 1-0 win in London. That was in the semi-final of the UEFA Champions League as well. Of course, Arsenal went on and were finalists where they lost to Barcelona that season. And, of course, Jens Lehmann got himself sent off as well. I'm just looking here. It was also the two sides met in 2009 as well in the UEFA Champions League. In the quarterfinals of that competition, with the first game being a 1-1 draw with Senna and Adebayor, the two scorers, and then Walcott and Adebayor and Van Persie scored for Arsenal in the reverse when they won 3-0 and went through 4-1, progressing through to the semi-finals of that time. And of course, Liverpool have also faced Villarreal, and also Everton have as well, and a couple of other English clubs. Middlesbrough, another one as well. And there's other games here that the clubs have met in. Of course, they actually met most recently in the UEFA Europa League in 2019. But The game should be getting underway any minute. The two sides are just about to come out in a second. And actually, in the last meeting in 2019, as I said there, it was a 7-3 victory over the two legs to Arsenal, with a 3-1 victory for the Gunners in London, and then they won 4-2 out. Sorry, that's I should say that's actually not Villarreal. That's Valencia. Sorry, that's my apologies there. Villarreal also, as I said, they hosted Middlesbrough, and they beat Middlesbrough in the UEFA Cup in 2004. But as for Arsenal, there they've met a few times versus opponent. From the cups from the opponent's country as well. With that last one being Valencia, as I just said. As the two sides are just going through their warm-ups now, their last-minute warm-ups. And it looks very, very, even. This game looks like it's going to be a very well-poised match. Of course, lots of talking points with the return of Unai Emery to the Emirates next week for the second leg as well. And this one here, the first battle between Unai Emery and Mikel Arteta. And it was said in the press the other day that they had some very good conversations. I think Unai Emery, when he was sacked by Arsenal, even offered his house to Mikel Arteta to show that there was no hard feelings as of the man being sacked there, and the Spanish Mikel Arteta coming in. So a very nice gesture there. And of course, there's some players there with Premier League experience in that Villarreal side as well, with Foyth, who's on loan from Tottenham, and Etienne Capoue, of course, who everyone knows has had some Premier League experience with the likes of Watford as well. And Rob Holden, the Arsenal captain for today. And referee is Arthur Diaz, as I said. The assistants are Rui Tavares and Paulo somebody as well. It's just gone too quickly on the screen now. It's gone off again. But I'll let you know. I was going to go to my information sheet here and grab that for you. Just bear with me a second. So the referee, as I mentioned, is the man who I said his name there. I'm going to scroll down to find the officials now on this information sheet that I do have in front of me. I'm just going through now, trying to find that. But anyway, I will look in a moment or two, as both sides are just going through their last second preparations. The substitutes are all on the screen as well. They just showing us who the subs are, and there's a nice handshake there between Mikel Arteta and Unai Emery as well, who waves across to the Arsenal bench just to say hello as well. And it looks like the game is going to be getting underway any second now, and it's the home side Villarreal who are going to be kicking off in their yellow shirts, yellow socks, and yellow shorts as well. Arsenal in the blue kit, the away shirt. And Villarreal are going to be getting us underway any moment now. Just after the knee has been taken, in fact, by the Arsenal side. Be interesting to see what Nicola Pepe does today, leading the line in place of Aubameyang on the bench and Lacazette as well. But we shall see with that, as it's currently with Villarreal. And it was, I think that was Albiol who just took that clear, try and get it forward. But it's currently with Arsenal. Callum Chambers trying to find Bukayo Saka early on, and his ball is out of play. And Saka's not able to get on the end of that. But 20 seconds in, and Arsenal had the first opportunity there to get Saka away. And that's going to be a good battle as well. Bukayo Saka up against that back line for Villarreal, who are in possession right now. And it's along the back with Albiol, and it's out to Foyth. He's going to play it just in front Pereira, I think that is. They've just won a throw in as well, have Villarreal now. Then it's a Ceballos, the man to get his foot in there, and it's back with Albiol, and then back to goalkeeper Rulli, sorry. And then out to Albiol again. And into the number 25, Etienne Capoue, and then it's back with Albiol, and then on to Foyth now. He's going to try and play it across into midfield, and it's well cut out by the Arsenal midfield there. Thomas Partey and Dani Ceballos. And it's the Spanish man, Dani Ceballos, now finding Martin Odegaard, the two men combining there, the two on loan Real Madrid men, trying to find Nicola Pepe. There's an offside flag in there as well, and it's a tight call, but the officials have decided that one goes in favour of the away side. The home side. And it is just going to be a free kick to be taken now by Albiol, who knocks it back to his goalkeeper. And here is Rulli again. And a nice kit as well, that Villarreal goalkeeper's kit. I quite like that one. It's quite a nice kit, and he's going to bring it out of his area and just keep the ball at his feet for a moment, looking for a couple of options of who he's going to play the ball out to. And in fact, he goes short in the end to Albiol, and he gives it to Torres. He's in possession now, and he switches it over to Juan Foyth, who knocks it on to Pereiro. And it's a good play there by Arsenal. It's kept in as well. I know it's not. In fact, I thought it was kept in there by Granit Xhaka, but the referee has said that it's been adjudged to have gone out of play. And it is currently Villarreal 0, Arsenal 0 in this semi-final first leg of the Europa League, with Manchester United on the other channel as well against AS Roma. And of course, you're listening to Football Commentary Live. If you want to give us a follow, you can do so. Giving us a follow on Twitter, and it's at Commentary Live 1. That's at Commentary Live 1, capital C, capital L. And then the Facebook page is facebook.com/footcomlive. If you want to give us a follow on our social media and a like as well, then of course it is greatly appreciated. And we've got some great action coming up on the channel as well over the next few days. And of course, last night I was on covering PSG and Man City as well, as the English side went and got themselves 2 away goals to take back to the Etihad for that game next week. And looks like Chelsea are going into their game with a 1-1 draw, if I believe to be correct, against Real Madrid. And they're both going to be covered on the channel next week as well by, I believe, Matt Isles and Stephen Coppin, respectively. And it is Arsenal in possession now with Callum Chambers. It's lost out though. He's trying to win it back here now from Pedrazi, I think that was. And on to Torres. And then back to the goalkeeper again now. 4 minutes 10 play. Villarreal 0, Arsenal 0. Here's Albiol. Albiol. Back to Rulli. And on it goes to Pereiro. And he goes on to Juan Foyth now. He's got a point to prove, has Juan Foyth been the fact he's on loan from Tottenham. He goes on a good run as well. Plays it out to, couldn't quite see who that was coming in there, but it's Foyth, and it's in the back of the net there for PSG, for Villarreal. It wasn't Foyth, in fact, it was, who was it that's just given them the lead there? It was, in fact, the number 14, which is Trigueros, who gets the goal there for Villarreal after 4.5 minutes of this game. Looks like Rob Holding was at fault a little bit for that one. But early on, Villarreal have taken the lead in this game. And certainly look like it's Rob Holding who's at fault there for Arsenal. Let's have a look here. Couldn't quite see who it was for. I think it was Pereiro. And then on to Trigueros. And his shot has beaten Nano in the Arsenal goal, who dived the wrong way. In fact, was it Chukwueze might have been, in fact, the man who was involved. And Unai Emery has the better of Mikel Arteta as things stand. Villarreal take the early lead in this first leg. And it's all to play for in this game, as we already know. And Arsenal have to do it the hard way now. Going 1-0 down. So let me just change the scoreboard as well. And everything that needs to be done, of course, so that you can have that on as well. So 1 second. And I will quickly just do that for you now. Currently in this game, it's Villarreal 1, Arsenal 0. And it's Villarreal's goalkeeper, Rooney in possession right now. To Albiol. What's Albiol going to do here? He's got out to Foyth and into midfield to Pereiro. And knocks it on to Moreno, I think it is. In fact, the man that was involved in the goal, I believe. In fact, it was Alcazar, the man that set up the goal. At least I think it was. No, in fact, it was the man I said before, Chukwueze, who's got the assist. It's hard to keep up with these numbers. It's hard to see the Villarreal numbers, and I'm not really familiar with their squad as much as obviously I am with Arsenal. I know a few of their players, but not loads of them. And Trigueros was the man that got the goal. It was Chukwueze who got the assist. I will try my best to remember all of these names and who they all are. But it's currently, all that matters at the moment is that Arsenal are behind, and Unai Emery has got the better so far of Mikel Arteta, and it's Arsenal in possession now. Bukayo Saka, here's Martin Odegaard. Goes back to Pablo Mari. On it goes to Granit Xhaka now. I think that is. He's had to go back to Pablo Mari now. Pablo Mari on to Martin Odegaard. Has to go back to Callum Chambers there, and on to Rob Holding from Pablo on to Pablo Mari as well, and then Granit Xhaka and Rob Holding now. Odegaard, Rob Holding, Pablo Mari. Slips as he tries to play the ball down, Pablo Mari, and it's all the way through. And in fact, it's going to be the goalkeeper, Rooney, who's going to just bring it into his own area. And currently, as things stand, it's Villarreal 1, Arsenal 0 in this game. The first leg of this semi-final. Of course, you're listening to Football Commentary Live, and I'm Mike Harniman, your alternative match commentator. As AS Roma and Manchester United are also on the other channel as well. You can also hear Matt Isles and Russ on that one. There's currently Arsenal in possession here now. In fact, it's given away, and it's now with, I think that's Pedreza. In fact, it is. Going to take it round Rob Holding. What's he going to do here? In fact, it's Callum Chambers. It's gone into the box, and Bernd Leno has claimed it there. And bowls it out to Dani Ceballos, who plays it out to Granit Xhaka now. Back to Ceballos again. Here's Thomas Partey now. Thomas Partey to Martin Odegaard. Is he fouled there? The referee says yes, he is. Manchester United have the lead in the other game as well. Bruno Fernandes with the goal there. The English side leading the Italians. And Arsenal are trailing here against the Spanish side in Villarreal. And Unai Emery's men. Here's Rob Holding for Arsenal now. Here's Callum Chambers. Here's the Englishman Bukayo Saka. Back to Callum Chambers again. Onto Rob Holding. The three Englishmen combining there. And out it goes to Pablo Mari now. In fact, is it Granit Xhaka? In fact, it might be. There's a good ball over there now towards Bukayo Saka. Can he keep it in? No, he can't. He's just able to get it outplayed for a throw-in. As just having a look at this goal again now for... In fact, are they not looking at this goal from another angle for Villarreal? I think they are. It was Foyth on to Chukwueze. And then he mistimed it. He tried to get the pass across, and it was in the back of the net, of course, by Trigueros. And Villarreal are leading by a goal to nil. It's all to do for Arsenal now, who do have possession though. Dani Ceballos. Granit Xhaka. Dani Ceballos has won his battle there as well. And he's also won the free kick. Good play from the on loan Real Madrid man. Was up against Pereira, the number 5 that time. Dani Ceballos now. Xhaka. Mari, Holding. Here's Rob Holding now, the former Bolton Wanderers man, all the way back to goalkeeper Bernd Leno, the German. Here's Pablo Mari now. Back to Leno again. And over to Granit Xhaka now. in towards Bukayo Saka, but given away and then actually was headed on by, I think that was Pereiro in the end, and it's now with Rob Holding for Arsenal and Callum Chambers just exchanging passes. Here's Thomas Partey now. Bukayo Saka. Martin Odegaard. Here's Callum Chambers. Thomas Partey now. Back to Callum Chambers again, and it's a wayward pass and gone away from the former Fulham loanee, and he isn't able to do anything with it or keep it in. And it's still Villarreal 1, Arsenal 0, coming up to 12 minutes played of this half. Of course, both sides meet in the second leg next week as well. But Villarreal are currently leading this one by a goal to nil in the first. See what Arsenal can do and how they can bounce back from going 1-0 down within the space of about 5 minutes of this game. Against a very successful manager as well in Unai Emery, a man that knows this competition and has won this competition on a number of occasions, knows it very, very well indeed. Here's Thomas Partey now. Martin Odegaard trying to find Bukayo Saka. Is he going to beat his man to the ball? Yes, he's got it here ahead of Pedreza. Bukayo Saka now. Martin Odegaard. Back to Chambers. On to Thomas Partey. Thomas Partey on to Pablo Mari. Granit Xhaka now. Here's Nicola Pepe. Is that to come deep? Pablo Mari now. Granit Xhaka. On to who's that? That was, I couldn't quite see who that was there. But it's now Odegaard. Smith Rowe's involved as well there. There's a chance here now for Saka. Over to Pepe. What's he going to do here? Is he going to get a ball in? No, it's a good tackle there, but I think that's Foyth that's won the tackle there. In fact, it is Foyth who's just won the ball and he's given it to Pereiro. And now Capu, and then Capu knocks it back to Torres, and Torres plays it out to Pedreza, and back to Pau Torres again, and then back to his goalkeeper it goes. As Villarreal comfortably just knocking it around in their own half at the moment, and it's okay for them to do that as they have the lead as well. The side all in yellow, playing at home in this first leg, playing from right to left as well. Arsenal playing left to right in this first half. What's happened there? Is the referee going to give a foul there by Callum Chambers on Pedreza? No, he hasn't. The Villarreal man is still down though, but the Arsenal are still playing on. It's now with Nicola Pepe. Back to Xhaka. On to Thomas Partey now. What's Thomas Partey going to be able to do with this one? He's going to go out wide to Callum Chambers. Back to Thomas Partey now, the former Atletico Madrid man. In Smith Rowe. Now it's Ceballos. Into Pepe. And delivered across the face of goal there and tied it up by Albiol, I think that was. And it's now with Ceballos for Arsenal. Gets it back as well. Here's Partey now. Now it's Odegaard. Out he goes to Callum Chambers. Going to whip it in. Into Smith Rowe. Smith Rowe here now for Arsenal. Is he going to keep the ball in? Yes, he is. He's been forced to go back though. And he goes back to Granit Xhaka. Back to Smith Rowe again. Bit better from Arsenal now in this passage of play. Here's Thomas Partey. Switches the play to Martin Odegaard. Got Bukayo Saka there in support, but he uses Callum Chambers instead. Here's Odegaard now. Back it goes to Rob Holding. Now it's Pablo Mari. Now it's back with Rob Holding again. And out it goes to Callum Chambers. On it goes to Saka. And it's seen behind by Torres for a Villarreal goal kick. And it's them who are leading this game by a goal to nil as Unai Emery's men are getting the better of his Spanish counterpart in Mikel Arteta. Just showing this incident here with Nicola Pepe. Look like Unai Emery was complaining about something there, but I'm not too sure what. With, I think it was Pereiro maybe then. No, in fact it wasn't. It was Foyth the man that was involved with Nicola Pepe there. As Villarreal are just playing it around at the back now. The goalkeeper knocks it out to Pedreza. That was Rudy's to Pedreza. Then on to Thomas Partey now for Arsenal. And he plays it in to Dani Ceballos. And Dani Ceballos plays it out to Callum Chambers. And then back to the on-loan Real Madrid man again. Second spell with the club, of course, on the back of having a loan spell with the club last season as well. In that FA Cup success, the side that went on and won that trophy. And it's Dani Ceballos now knocking it on to Odegaard. Here's Bukayo Saka. Whips it in, and it's cleared there by, I think that was Foyth, and it's now hook cleared by Torres as well. But only as far as Rob Holding, who's able to try and hook it back, but it's given away, in fact. And Rob Holding there was in a bit of a battle with Moreno, and Holding does win the throw to Z. In fact, he's remonstrating with the referee there. So, in fact, the throw's gone the other way in favour of the home side. As Rob Holding took it for Arsenal, it actually was a home side's ball. Still 1-0 to Villarreal in this one. 1-0 to Manchester United against Roma in the other. Bruno Fernandes with the goal in that one after about 9 minutes of the game. Of course, you're listening to Football Commentary Live, and I am your alternative commentator, Mike Harniman, for this game. Got some great action on the way as well across the channel, which I will let you know shortly about what's going to be taking place and when. It's thrown in by Pedreza here now for Villarreal. Trigueros is involved as well, the goal scorer. And it's now back with Albion. It's now Etienne Capoue. And Etienne Capoue is going to take a couple of touches there and play it out to, that was Chukwueze, I think. And then it's gone back now to Albion and then on to Torres. He's going to give the ball away there. Callum Chambers tidies up, and it's now with Thomas Partey and Pablo Mari for Arsenal. 18.5 minutes played. Villarreal leading by a goal to nil. And Arsenal in possession with Nicola Pepe at the moment. Up against up against Foyth, sorry. Gets it back as well as Pepe, but is he going to be able to keep it in? No, he's not. I think it was Dani Ceballos that tried to find him with the ball as well. It's gone behind for a goal kick. They're just showing the goal again now. Is this the goal again, the Villarreal goal? Indeed it is, and it looks like Bernd Leno could have done better maybe with that, but certainly was poor defending in my opinion. Villarreal's men getting plenty of space there and loads of time on the ball. Straight away, as soon as the goal went in, Mikel Arteta was to his feet, trying to encourage his boys to come back and equalise and get into the game pretty quickly after going behind. Here's Chukwueze now. And it goes to Alcacer. In fact, it's Moreno. Now it's Chukwueze. It's now with the 25, Etienne Capoue. And now it's Pereiro. On to the number 4. Torres, is he going to use him, in fact? No, he doesn't. He goes forward instead, and then Torres does get it now. And he knocks it back to his midfielder, Pereiro there, and on to Etienne Capoue, or Capoue, sorry. And then back to Pereiro again. And he goes into Etienne Capoue now. And he's going to go out to Foyth as well, via Chukwueze, and then back with Albion now, the centre back. A lot of possession here in the last couple of minutes for Villarreal, and very, direct passes as well. And it's now the number 21 for them. In fact, it's the 24, sorry, Pedreza. As Unai Emery's pleased there with his side, and it should come off Rob Holding and went behind for a throw-in. To be taken by Pedreza, that number 24, the left back, and he throws it in to Pereiro, sorry. And he goes off of the Arsenal man and away for another throw-in. And it's now with Pau Torres, the man in possession. He gets it back as well now from Etienne Capoue. And it's 1-2 yet again with the former Premier League man, and it's now with Pereiro. It's now the number 14, the goal scorer Trigueros. And Moreno as well is involved now, back with Trigueros again. It's now Moreno trying to find Pedreza. He wasn't able to come off of the Arsenal man and behind for a throw. You're currently listening to Football Commentary Live, the home of alternative match commentary. Here, I'm your match commentator, Mike Harniman, as well, your alternative match commentator, as Villarreal are hosting Arsenal and leading by a goal to nil as well. And in fact, they have a corner there, which is going to be taken by Pereiro to see whether they're able to double their lead. It's whipped in by Pereiro now. Let's head there from the Arsenal man. Here's Nicola Pepe. Martin Odegaard, the Norwegian. What's he going to do? It's now Dani Ceballos. Trying to find Nicola Pepe, but he's not able to. And Rulli comes out and does very well there for the home side and hooks it clear for a throw as well inside the Arsenal half. It's now Dani Ceballos, the Spanish maestro midfielder. It's Pablo Mari. Now it's with Rob Holding, and that's actually back with Bernd Leno. As Arsenal are just playing simple balls around at the moment, trying to get a foothold in this game because, in fact, there was quite a lot of passing just a moment ago from Villarreal, who are keeping the ball very well, and it's an Arsenal throw here now with Callum Chambers over it. He's going to be the man to take. Just lost. We've got a bit of blurry picture at the moment as well. In fact, it's back now. Here's Martin Odegaard. It's now Callum Chambers from Rob Holding. Thomas Partey, Martin Odegaard. Dani Ceballos. And it's now with Granit Xhaka, the Swiss international. Out to Nicola Pepe. What's he going to do here? He gives it to Martin Odegaard. Is he going to get an opportunity to shoot? He gives it to Bukayo Saka in the end instead. Saka, and it's high and wide of the goal, and not troubling Rulli there in the Villarreal net. And it was good play there from Arsenal, but a weighted delivery from the English midfielder there, Bukayo Saka, with a couple of men in support as well that he could have possibly used. But he'd rather, go for goal for that position. He thought he might have had an opportunity there of protecting the keeper, but in the end, it was absolutely wasteful. And here's Rulli now. And it's now with Pau Torres, and now it's Albiol. And he's going to knock it on to Juan Foyth. He's going to give it into the midfield here now to Moreno. And it's won the throw there, Moreno as well. Demonstrating with Pablo Mari. Just looking here, there's a couple of Arsenal players out warming up there. It's Cedric Willian and also the Gabon international, who is back from the malaria that he suffered as well whilst out playing there, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. And it's going to be good for Arsenal if he does come on and have an impact in this game. Of course, Eddie Nketiah on the bench, another striker, Gabriel Martinelli as well. Reece Nelson is another forward-thinking player too that could be used. There's a foul there by Rob Holding. Went through the back of his man, who still stayed down as well. The acting Arsenal skipper today, and it's the number 17 there, Alcazar, man down for Villarreal. As Mikel Arteta's just playing with his watch strap, and it's Pereiro over this free kick for the Villarreal side, who are leading this game by a goal to nil so far. 26 played. You're listening to Football Commentary Live, the home of alternative commentary. It's whipped in, and it's tidied up there by Arsenal, but only as far as Pau, and well played by Martin Odegaard, and it's hooked clear. Now it's Smith Rowe. There's Saka now. Trying to find Smith Rowe again, and it's gone behind off of Pedreza for a throw in, and there's Pedroza still stayed down as well as the left back. In a bit of a heat there. I'm not too sure what happened. I didn't see a foul. I think it was just a collision more than anything else. Very, very much accidental. But it's certainly, not a dull game, this one so far. That's for sure. In fact, it was just kind of Bukayo Saka kind of barged into him a little bit, but there was nothing really in it. And it's that man, Saka, in possession right now for Arsenal. Going to give it to Martin Odegaard. On it goes to Thomas Partey, and his effort is high and into the crowd, or what would have been the crowd, I should say, if there were fans in attendance. And of course, there is not, but Villarreal have done a good job there of making it look quite nice, really, in regards to having, it looked like there's a kind of memento where the fans will be sitting in each of their seats, which is quite a nice touch. So sort of pictures so they're there virtually. Here's Thomas Partey now for Arsenal. On it goes to Dani Ceballos. Now it's Trigueros, the goal scorer. Out wide to Pedroza. It's gone behind there off of Cameron Chambers for a corner ball. And Villarreal are really looking to pull the string to get a second goal now. I think that was Alcacer that time, the man who was involved as well. Let's have a look. It was him they were trying to find, and Unai Emery was shouting for his side there, and he's a very passionate man, as we all know. The man that got to the final with Arsenal and then was beaten quite resoundingly by Chelsea in Baku by 4-1. Just a couple of seasons ago. Of course, he's been Villarreal manager since 2020 now, and it's 2-0 to Villarreal, and it's gone in. It was in the back of the net by Albiol. I think it was knocked on by Gerard Moreno. In fact, I think it might have been, and that's his second goal in 9 games now for the Villarreal man. I want to see what happened there in regards to who got the head on it originally, but Villarreal are now 2 goals to the good against Arsenal, and it's all to do for Mikel Arteta's men. And even in the first half, as we are, plenty of work for Mikel Arteta's men to do, and plenty of in fact, it was the number 7 Moreno, as I said, who knocked it on to the goal scorer in the end, Albiol, at the back post. It was Thomas Partey there who should have been marking him. And Albiol was just able to put it into the back of the net. And Unai Emery, again, is delighted there as Villarreal are now 2 goals to the good against Arsenal. And it was Albiol, the goal scorer at that time. And Arsenal are in possession now. 30 minutes played. Lots of work to do for Mikel Arteta's men in this game, and it's might already be beyond them unless they get the next goal. If Villarreal get the next goal or 2, then this tie could really be all but over, really, going into the second leg next week. Mikel Arteta looks, quite dejected there, and understandably so. Big game here for Arsenal, probably the biggest game of their season. And yet to have an attempt on target, and Villarreal have scored with both of theirs. And here's Rulli now. Out to Foyth. Also to Albiol and then Foyth, sorry. Now it's Foyth back to Albiol again. What's Albiol going to do here? Goes back to his centre-back partner, Torres. Into Trigueros now, the goal scorer, Pedroza. Now on to Torres again. What's Torres going to do? He goes back to his goalkeeper, Rulli now. 31 minutes played, and it's Villarreal 2, Arsenal 0. Unai Emery getting the better of Mikel Arteta as things stand. And it's the goalkeeper, Rulli, now in possession. And I think, if you look at that Arsenal setup, you have to look at the fact that there's no recognised striker, and some of the players are playing it all out of position really. Granit Xhaka at left back as well isn't really a left back. He's kind of just doing a job there to fill in for Kieran Tierney, who wasn't available. And of course, if you look up, Nicola Pepe as well, he's not a forward, he's more of a winger, and there's plenty of other reasons in there as well. And it's now with Villarreal again, and it's Trigueros who has the shot, and it's gone wide of the goal by Gerard Moreno. And again, Villarreal carving open the Arsenal defence there. It was easy really for Villarreal, and acres of space for the shot to come away. And luckily for Bernd Leno, it didn't trouble him and went wide of the goal. And luckily for his defence as well, and for his manager, Mikel Arteta, who, is probably already, even though we're only 33 minutes into this game, half-time probably can't come soon enough for the Spanish man. The former Arsenal skipper, of course, as well. A lot of Arsenal fans calling for Mikel Arteta's head, especially if things don't go Arsenal's way and needs 2 ties where they get through to a final. Of course, no Champions League football for a number of seasons as well now. I think it's about 4 or 5 seasons for the side currently wearing blue and in possession at the moment. Here's Bukayo Saka for Arsenal. Here's Callum Chambers. Here's Rob Holding now. Lose Pablo Maria and then goes across to Granit Xhaka. And what's Granit Xhaka going to do here? Tries to find Nicola Pepe. Nicola Pepe is into the area. Is that foul? The referee has pointed to the penalty spot. There's a penalty here for Arsenal. Will, of course, be checked as well. I think it's Rui Albiol, the man that has fouled Nicola Pepe there. And it looks like there might be a route back into this for Arsenal now from the penalty spot. Let's have a look if there's an offside as well. Nicola Pepe there gets into the area. Does get clipped. The referee was quick to point to the spot there. This will be checked probably by VAR as well. Potential handball for going against Nicola Pepe. So this is certainly going to be checked. VAR review on this one for sure now. Let's see what happens, whether it is going to be a penalty kick or whether it'll be pulled back for handball. They're looking at the VAR right now. Let's see what the referee does here. Just checking the penalty. I'll just quickly grab a drink whilst I wait to find out what's going on here with the penalty kick. And the referee's gone to VAR. And he's going to the monitor to check for himself. He wants to be clear on this one as the referee. Nicola Pepe, for me, did handle it. Just depends whether his hand's in an unnatural position or not as to whether it be put back for handball. And let's see what the referee says here now. The referee has given a... What has he given? He's given the handball here now. And he's given a yellow card, I think, for Nicola Pepe as well. So that is no penalty there. No penalty. And Arsenal... Let me just have a look. Let me just get that on screen for you so you are aware of what's happening. No penalty. Handball against Nicola Pepe instead. Right call. As much as I'm biased, I'm an Arsenal fan, that is the right decision from the referee in my opinion. And it did look like Nicola Pepe controlled the ball with his hand there before running on. But it would have been a route back in for Mikel Arteta's man, that's for sure. But are unlucky. But Villarreal would have been unlucky if that was given as a penalty. It's with Thomas Partey now for Arsenal, and it's Trigueros. In fact, it's given away to Odegaard. Now Bukayo Saka. On to Thomas Partey now, on to Saka again. Is Saka fouled there? The referee says yes, he is. On the overlap there, I think it was Pedreza or Pau Torres, one of the two. If it's Pau Torres, in fact, he fouled him. the number 4 for Villarreal. Leading this game by 2-0 if you're just joining us. You're listening to Football Commentary Live, and I'm your alternative match commentator, Mike Harniman, as Pau Torres has gone into the book there as well for the home side now. And there's an opportunity here for Arsenal to get an opportunity to get a shot away at goal if they get delivery right here, Martin Odegaard or Dani Ceballos. Let's see whether they're able to get back into this game. Let's see, I think it's Martin Odegaard, the man that's going to take it, the Norwegian. Let's see what he's going to do here. It's Martin Odegaard has got his hands in the air there. And what's he going to do? Is just a body Arsenal body's hands, Villarreal body whips in, and it is a foul straight away there by, I think it was Bukayo. So it was Granit Xhaka, man, and there's a breakaway there as well. There's a long ball from the goalkeeper up to Alcazar, and Leno had to be smart and alert there, and he was. It's now back with Leno again, and you know that if Alcazar gets on the end of that, that could have been 3-0, and then that's probably game over. Not just on the night, but in the tie as well. So it would have taken a lot for Arsenal to get back from that. Here's Thomas Partey now. Of course, Arsenal still needs an away goal. If Arsenal do get an away goal or two, then they could be in a good position still. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. Here's Nicola Pepe now. Thomas Partey. Out it goes to Callum Chambers. And he has tried to whip it in there towards Emil Smith-Rowe. Is Smith-Rowe going to be able to keep it in? No, he's not. And the ball's gone out of play for a throw-in. Callum Chambers didn't get his cross right at all. They got that completely wrong. As they're just showing the yellow card for Pau Torres again. For the foul on Bukayo Saka. It's a good opportunity for Saka to maybe run at Torres, and that could be Arsenal's route back into this game, maybe. 39 minutes played. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 0 in this first half of the first leg as well of this semi-final. Europa League, of course. Now with Thomas Partey for Arsenal. Here's Callum Chambers now. Knocks it back to Rob Holding. Now Pablo Mari. He's going to go back to Rob Holding again. Now Callum Chambers. Given away. Pedrezi. Now Villarreal number 5 there, which is Pereiro. In fact, it's Albiol now. Now it's Torres. Now it's Albiol again. All the way back to goalkeeper Rulli. Of course, Albiol, the man, they got that second goal for Villarreal not that long ago. And Arsenal have it all to do now in the remaining 5 minutes of this first half to see whether they can get themselves anything to build on for what will be a very important second. Here's Rob Holding for the away side now. Gets it back from Thomas Partey. Now it's Callum Chambers. Here's Rob Holding. Dani Ceballos now. Granit Xhaka onto Nicola Pepe. Here's Dani Ceballos again. Now with Pablo Mari. Now Rob Holding. And then on to Bukayo Saka. Up against Pedrezi. Is he fouled? Referee says yes, he is. Another dangerous position here now to get in a good free kick. Good play by Saka as well, and then his foot is stood on. Of course, the second leg next Thursday at the Emirates Stadium. We'll try and bring it out as well. I'm sure we probably will. It's Martin Odegaard again over this free kick. Whips in. Onto the head of Rob Holding, and it's not directed on target and away from the goal. It's directed off to the target there. They're just showing the goal again from Albiol, and again it's poor defender from Arsenal, leaving the man unmarked at the back post there. And Mikel Arteta is probably shouting at the defence there. Wasn't happy with his defending on that occasion, and rightly so. And it's Villarreal 2, Arsenal 0. About 3 minutes left of the first half. It's now with Juan Foyth on another marauding run. He's going to find. Oh, he's taking it around the goalkeeper, Leno. There's no penalty there. It was actually Moreno against Leno, and Moreno went down looking for a penalty there. And Leno didn't actually catch him, I don't think. Let's have a look from this angle here now. It was Foyth. Got the better of Dani Ceballos. Fed the ball through. Beat Pablo Marie and then just slipped Moreno before he could get his shot away. Here's Rob Holding now. Callum Chambers. Thomas Partey. Now it's Bernd Leno. Going to take a couple of touches here. The Arsenal goalkeeper in the orange kit, of course. Or pink kit, sorry, is it? I think. Now it's Rob Holding. Callum Chambers. Holding again. Now Leno. Hooks it clear. Trying to find Saka. Ball's gone out of play there. It's seen out there by Pau Torres, the centre-back for Villarreal, the man who has got to be careful because, of course, he's on a yellow card now as well. It's going to be taken here by Pedreza, this throw. Villarreal are not in any rush to take it, and why would they be when they're 2 goals to the good as well? It's thrown into the midfield now, back to Pedreza. And it's gone off of Saka for another Villarreal throw. Unai Emery just pacing up and down the touchline, but certainly going to be delighted with his first half so far and the way that his boys have played. Mikel Arteta, not so much. Here's Martin Odegaard now. Now it's Bukayo Saka. No foul. Here's Pereiro. Now it's on with Foyth. He's running at the attack again. Here's Foyth. Now, was he caught there by Dani Ceballos? Yes, he was, and he's in the book as well, the on-loan Madrid man. Juan Foyth is causing Arsenal all sorts of problems with those runs from the right-back position. He likes to cut inside and run straight at the defence there. And about 3 or 4 times he's done that this evening so far, including for their first goal as well. And every single time it's causing Arsenal problems. They've got a dangerous free kick to deal with here, Arsenal as well now. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 0. About 30 seconds left of the first half. We'll find out shortly how much stoppage time we get. And who's going to take this free kick as well for the home side. Looks like it's going to be number 17, Alcazar, and it's straight up Leno in the end, who does well to just bounce that into the ground and then bowl it out to Xhaka. And Xhaka's going to bring it out now into the midfield. Here's Dani Ceballos. We've got 1 minute additional time. See if Arsenal can get a away goal here now. Give themselves something to build on for the second half. Here's Martin Odegaard then, Thomas Partey, and Thomas Partey just tried to switch the play there. Very wayward, and that kind of sums up Arsenal's first half for me. It's very poor, very flat from Mikel Arteta's men. And that ball there just sums up Arsenal's first half. It's really, they haven't been at the races at all. It's Albiol now, back to Rooney. And now it's Pereira, and then Rooney again. And out to Pedreza. Gets it via, so he gets it onto Figueres and then onto Pereiro and then back to Torres and then back to Pedreza now. In fact, it's not Pedreza that time, it's actually the number 5 who dropped back there, Pereiro. As the half-time whistle has been blown now as well. And in this game here, currently broadcasting from our own studios, of course, but the game out in Spain, it's Villarreal 2, Arsenal 0. Really flat performance from the Gunners as well in that first half there. All to do for Mikel Arteta's man. He's got a big team talk on his hands here now. Unai Emery certainly going to be the happier of the 2 managers, that's for sure. in that first half, and with the scoreline being as it is as well, he's certainly going to be delighted to be 2 goals to the good at the break. Let me just adjust this for you as well. Now that it is a half-time score, and Villarreal are 2 goals to the good, as I just mentioned. So we'll have a little look over a few stats for you while we're on the half-time as well. I'll give you some information here in regards to some bits and pieces. So, of course, Villarreal will play Arsenal for the 5th time tonight. This is the 5th time in European competition, with the games I mentioned before, the quarterfinals in 2006, and also the 2009 as well, with Villarreal yet to beat Arsenal as well, and that certainly looks like changing at the moment. That's for sure. Arsenal yet to beat Villarreal away from home, drawing both of those games, and it'd take a lot for Arsenal to get a draw in this game, that's for sure. Although there is options on the bench, and 5 subs can be made as well, remember. Arsenal reached the semis of the European competition for the 10th time in this competition now. Not just this competition, also the Fairs Cup and the Champions League as well. With the Gunners getting to the last 4 in 3 of their last 4 Europa League campaigns. And of course, the one time they didn't was the game against Olympiacos, I believe, if my memory is correct. Arsenal have only lost one of the previous 9 European semi-final first legs as well, against Manchester United in 2008-2009 season, which was a 1-0 defeat. And of course, Unai Emery as well for Villarreal was, a specialist. He's contesting a 6th semi-final now, and of course, that's double that of any other coach in the competition since the rebrand. And he's progressed from 4 of those as well, including the one with Arsenal. Of course, Unai Emery, of course, as I mentioned before, very successful manager in this competition, has won it a lot of times. Nicola Pepe has been directly involved in 9 goals in the Europa League this season for Arsenal, 4 assists and 5 goals, the joint most of any player. And also scoring at home and away in the last round. And Villarreal's Gerard Moreno has either scored or assisted in all 6 of his Europa League starts as well. And he was involved in one of the goals today as well. I think it might have been the second one, I think. I think it was the second one. I think it was him that knocked it onto our wheel. Of course, you're listening to Football Commentary Live, the home of alternative football commentary. And in the other game, I think it's still Manchester United 1, Roma 0 as well, which I will let you know. Just give me 1 second and I will confirm. So, Manchester United are, Manchester United are 2-1 down now. Pellegrini scoring a penalty and Edin Dzeko getting the goals for Roma. So they've actually gone behind now, have Man United. I didn't even notice that. It didn't come up on the screen for some reason. Whereas when Man U scored, it did. But it's now Man U 1, Roma 2 in the other semi-final. So both English sides are currently behind. And Roma have got 2 away goals there as well now at Old Trafford. It's Arsenal looking to get an away goal here, and we'll see how long it's going to be before Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang enters the fray. I'm sure he will if things remain this way. And if he's 100% fit, or fit enough to play as well, of course, and to have a part to play in the game. Gabriel Martinelli, another option as well. Also Willian, also Reece Nelson. And Eddie Nketiah as well. So 5 attacking options there for Arsenal on the bench. I'll run you through the 2 benches again and the 2 sides now as well. So the lineup consists of. Let's have a look at the Villarreal bench as well. Give me 1 second. It was Moreno who got the assist for that second goal. Was correct. So it's Rulli, Foyth, Albiol, Torres, Pedreza, Chukwueze, Capoue, Pereiro, Trigueros, Moreno, and Alcazar, which is the starting lineup for Villarreal. And then the bench is Asenjo, Perez Martinez, Funes Mori, Bacca, Estepinian, Moreno, Francis Coquelin, Costa, Gomez, Badondo, Pino, Baina, and Nino. And then the Arsenal side, Leno, Chambers, Holding, Murray, Xhaka, Partey, Ceballos, Saka, Odegaard, Pepe, Smith, Rowe. And in fact, they changed over there. For the he was leading the line here. It was originally Pepe. Now they put Smith Rowe as being the man furthest forward. And on the bench is Bellerin, Gabriel, Willian, Aubameyang, Cedric, David Luiz, Nelson, El Neni, Nketiah, Ryan, Martinelli, and Okonkwo. As they are just confirming now that both sides are behind the two English sides. Also in the Spanish La Liga, it was a great result for Granada, who came from behind to beat Barcelona by 2-1. Lionel Messi scoring for the home side, and then Matches and Molina scoring for Granada to give them a great victory in the La Liga there. Against the high-flying Barcelona, of course. Who are really good side, and a great result for Granada, that one. Also in Turkey as well, Istanbul Başakşehir beating BB Erzurumspor, and Fenerbahce drawing 0-0 with Alanyaspor, and Silverspor beating Yeni Malatyaspor, and Akaruchi are losing to Gaziantep as well, whereas in Portugal, Marítimo and Sporting Braga are currently playing out a 0-0 draw. Apologies if I butchered all those names for the Turkish teams as well. We're also live on Football Commentary Live this coming Saturday. It's going to be Nicholas Jones and Russ Vernon in the hot seat, as it's going to be a 12:30 game from the Championship between Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest that the two fellas are going to be covering for you. And then I'm back on Saturday with Jack Cunningham for Newcastle's game against Arsenal. So we're back with Arsenal again for the next game as well. And then also back probably for the second leg next week. We'll be covering Arsenal a few times in the next week or so. So just show the incident there. In regards to the penalty again, the referee points to the spot straight away and then goes to VAR and checks for a handball, and it is a handball as well, and he got it right for me, did the official there. By the letter of the law. It shouldn't be too long until we're back underway for the second half as well. Hopefully it won't be too long now. See whether Mikel Arteta will make some substitutions as well, whether he's going to bring anybody on for Arsenal. See whether he's able to get his side back into this one. Just having a look at the Arsenal, of course, 8th in the Premier League as well. Beat who was it to get here? Prague, Slavia Prague, of course, and Olympiacos as well. Just want to see in regards to some of the other games that Villarreal did, how they made it to this stage of the competition. Does tell me. The last round, how they made it to the competition was they beat Dynamo Zagreb over 2 legs by 3-1. And in the round before that, it was Dynamo Kiev, in fact, as well. They beat them by 4-0. I want to see Who was it before that? Before that, it was group stages, of course, and Villarreal were in a group with Salzburg, and also let's have a look here. Who else was in that group? Karabag, I think, as well, and also Silverspor. Whereas Arsenal, Villarreal are currently 7th in their division. Arsenal 8th. Arsenal's last game, of course, being the 1-0 defeat to Everton. And Arsenal made it to this way by beating Slavia Prague 4-0 away from home in the second leg after a 1-1 draw in the first. So that's 5-1 on aggregate. And then before that, they lost to Olympiacos 1-0. But before that, they'd already won 3-1. So they went through 3-2 on aggregate. And of course, Arsenal were in the group. But Arsenal before that, I should say, played Benfica as well and won that one 3-2 away from home. But before that, it was 1-1 at home. Going through by 4 goals to 3. And of course, Arsenal's group consisted of Dundalk, SK Rapid, and also Molde as well, who were competing against the side from North London. No, we're not streaming the match, sorry. We only stream the commentaries. Apologies for that. It's broadcasting rights, etc. And Arsenal are 10th in the table now. They have slipped a few places with Leeds' result as well. I said that Arsenal earlier were 8th, I think I said. They're actually 10th now. So we'll be back underway with the second half shortly. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 0 as things stand. And it'll be interesting to see what Arsenal do and whether Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang is used pretty much straight away. So we will see. Arsenal were in Group B. They won it with 6 wins out of 6 as well, scoring 20 and conceding 5 in that time. Whereas Villarreal in their group, let's have a look here. I don't know whether they won their group or not, but anyway, we shall find out shortly. I'm going to have a look for you in a moment. We'll see whether it does tell me. I can't seem to find the information I wanted there. I will run you through the referees and the officials now. I wasn't able to earlier, but I will now. The referee is Artur Diaz. The assistant referee is Rui Tavares and Paulo Suarez. And then João Pinheiro is the VAR. 4th official is Tiago Martins. They're all Portuguese, as is Luis Godinho, the assistant VAR as well. Then we've got a Serbian, Jovan Sabatovic, the UEFA delegate, and a Turkish UEFA referee observer in Mehmet Ilgaz. That's the officials for you. We should be back on the way for the second half shortly. And I wonder how long it will be until we see a couple of changes from Mikel Arteta's men. Got the task of picking man of the match for you as well. The fact I'm doing it on my own, it doesn't mean I'm not going to be picking a man of the match for you. And I'm not a biased person either. So, you know, to be honest, Arsenal's been flat in that first half. And right now, if I was to look, I'd probably say might even be Juan Foyth, which, you know, the fact he's on loan from the other side of North London. A lot of Arsenal fans listening might think that I might have avoided picking him, but as things stand, I know we're only halfway through the game rather than the full 90, but he has certainly played a part in the first goal and, you know, done very well so far. But we'll have to wait and see how the second half pans out and who gets my vote at the end of the game. Just gonna get my pen here in case there is any subs as well to make note of. As the two sides are back out now as well, just coming back out. We shall see whether there's going to be any subs here. Francis Coquelin's going to come on, the former Arsenal man, the number 19. He's coming on to replace Alcazar. Of course, familiar face to Arsenal fans here.
Defensive mid, of course. It's good to see Francis Coquelin as well. Very underrated player. Second half's just about to get underway in a moment. Of course, Francis Coquelin was at Arsenal. I'm just going to have a look at when he was actually at the club now. It was a couple of years back that he was involved with the club. He was involved also at Charlton as well. But his time at Arsenal was between 2008 and 2018. He was there for 10 years and made a total of 105 appearances without any goals, but winning a couple of trophies for the club there as well in that time. And then was let go to Lorient on loan and Freiburg and then Charlton and then on to Valencia and now Villarreal. And of course, playing under Unai Emery. Came through, had a bit of a spell with the Arsenal youth as well in 2008 before he went to the senior side, did Francis Coquelin. The French midfielder born in Laval. There's a foul there on Pereiro. There's a free kick to Villarreal. Just it's Danny Ceballos that time. It's on the yellow card as well. It's got to be careful. It's a chance here for Villarreal now. It's now with Chukwueze. Now it's onto Foyth and now back with I think that's Albiol. Now Torres. Back to the second goal scorer again, Albiol. And then back to goalkeeper Rulli. I wonder how long it's going to be till Arsenal make us up. That certainly is Villarreal's intentions there. Bringing on Coquelin. They've gone defensive. Here's Saka now. There's Odegaard. Emile Smith-Rowe's been quite isolated playing up front. They haven't really said his name too much. Thomas Partey. Here's Saka now. Bukayo Saka does well with it, but then he gives away the ball. And it's now Pablo Mari and now Granit Xhaka. And out it goes to Nicola Pepe now. And on it goes to Danny Ceballos. He's going to get the cross in. And now with Pepe, and it's gone behind for a corner ball there. He gives Albiol, the man that stuck a foot, and it's he stuck out a foot, and it came off him and went behind. Danny Ceballos' delivery, cut out by Pau, and then Pepe, he tries to put the ball across, and it come off of Albiol and then behind for a corner, which Martin Odegaard is over. Villarreal leading this game by 2-0. Unai Emery and Mikel Arteta, of course, in their respective dugouts. Here's Martin Odegaard with this delivery now. Let's see what's going to happen here. Rob Holding having a laugh and joke with the Villarreal player there as well. Here's Odegaard, whips in. And it's gone through to Smith-Rowe now. Here's Xhaka. On to Pepe. In fact, he doesn't go to get there. In fact, it's Odegaard that does. Thomas Partey now. Plays it across to Granit Xhaka. On to Smith-Rowe. Now Callum Chambers. In fact, it's not Callum Chambers, is it? It's actually Pablo Mari. Now it's Rob Holding. Sorry, not Rob Holding. In fact, who was it? Then it might be Granit Xhaka, in fact. Arsenal playing it quite quickly there. Hard to keep up at times. It's going to be Granit Xhaka now. He's going to play it out to Smith-Rowe. What's he going to do here? It's on to Nicola Pepe, and it's not able to keep it in, Pepe. And Rui Albiol is down for the home side. Was it Rob Holding, in fact, coming in there as well? No, it wasn't. It was Nicola Pepe, but Rob Holding shoved over Albiol there in the build-up. And Villarreal just got it here now with the goalkeeper, Rulli. And Torres gives it him back, and then he just clears it long. And it goes upfield. Headed on by Pablo Mari. Nicola Pepe now. Danny Ceballos has it on to Smith-Rowe. Now Partey, now Odegaard. Out he goes to Callum Chambers. Whips in. And loses Nicola Pepe, but it's kept in by Danny Ceballos. Here's Granit Xhaka now. Can unleash him if he wants to. Here's Danny Ceballos. Nicola Pepe, is he fouled? Referee says no, he isn't. Now it's Xhaka. Now it's Mari. Now it's Xhaka again. The Swiss in possession. Now it's Mari. Back to Xhaka again, the acting left back. He's in place of Kieran Tierney. Wasn't able to get himself involved in this game. Wasn't able to recover in time. Because Mikel Arteta will be hoping him and Lacazette are available for the game next week. Two big players. Here's Xhaka with a throw-in. Gets it back as well from Pepe and Danny Ceballos. So now it's with Saka. Now it's Granit Xhaka now. On it goes to Nicola Pepe. Smith Rowe, Pepe. Nicola Pepe now. What's he going to do here? He's going to try and take it round Etienne Capoue, and it's gone behind off of Capoue for a throw to the Arsenal men here, which Granit Xhaka takes and throws it into Pablo Mari. It's now with Rob Holding and on to Granit Xhaka, I think, sorry. Now it's Bukayo Saka. Just take a round his man is in and he falls over here to Saka's right. I don't think he was caught. Whipped in by Odegaard towards Pepe. On it goes to Ceballos now. Granit Xhaka. Thomas Partey now. Now Odegaard. Giving the ball away and it's now with Holding. Now it's Callum Chambers. Whips it in. It's headed up there by Foyth up into the air. Excuse me. There's a free kick there for a foul by Bukayo Saka on his man, and Mikel Arteta looked frustrated with that one. Trying to see who he went for. It might have been Torres, the man that Saka went through the back of. I couldn't quite see, but the foul was given anyway. The free kick given as Villarreal are going to take their time over it. 52 minutes played, and Villarreal 2, Arsenal 0 is the score. You're listening to me, Mike Harniman, here on Football Commentary Live, the home of alternative football commentary. If you want to listen to the next game we've got coming up, it's this coming weekend between Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest with Nicholas Jones and Russ Vernon from about 12:15, 12:20 for 12:30 kickoff. So go and give the boys some support. And of course, right now there's also a second game on as well, which is Manchester United and AS Roma. And I will let you know what the score is. Last I looked, it was 2-1 to the away side. But we'll let you know when we know. And we'll give you the rundown at full time of what the final score is as well. And there's a foul there by... And that was on Etienne Capoue. I don't know who it was that fouled him. It was Thomas Partey, in fact, who fouled him. Manchester United have an equaliser. Edison Cavani getting the goal. AS Roma still got the 2 away goals though, of course. Bruno Fernandes gave Man U the lead, and then it was Pellegrini who gave AS Roma the equaliser. It was given away there. Given to Saka. Here's Odegaard. That was poor. That was Rooney there. Gave the ball directly to Saka, as I was saying that there. And Pellegrini scored the penalty to equalise. And it was Edin Dzeko, the former Man City man, that gave Roma their advantage. And it's just been cancelled out there by Edison Cavani. And in this one, the goal scorers for this game is Villarreal 2, Arsenal 0. And the first goal was scored by Trigueros, and the second by the defender Albiol. The third captain of Villarreal. And it's Arsenal with it all to do in this second half. Here's Odegaard now. And on to Smith Rowe. Back with Odegaard again. Whips it in towards Pepe. Pepe heads it on. Tied it up there by, I think that's Foyth was there. It's gone behind for what's going to be an Arsenal throw-in. 54 played, still 2-0. Of course, if you want to follow the channel, you can do so on our Twitter and our Facebook. I'll give you the details of them in a few minutes' time. Here's Xhaka now. Now it's Smith Rowe. Dancing feet of Smith Rowe going into the box, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. If you want to follow us, you can follow us on Twitter. We're at Commentary Live 1. That's capital C, capital L, and the number 1. And then on Facebook, it's facebook.com/footcomlive. And we'll be bringing you another Arsenal game on Sunday lunchtime with myself and Jack Cunningham as well, who's going to be bringing the Newcastle and Arsenal game. We're going to have him, the Newcastle fan, and of course I'm an Arsenal fan, so be a nice combination to be a part of. Is Villarreal in possession now, and it's currently with Chukwueze. Got a ball through there from Moreno, I think it was. Chukwueze loses out to Party, and he does well actually to win it back as well now. There's Chukwueze, the Nigerian. Now with Pereiro. Also, Trigueros involved there as well. Now it's out to Pedroza, back to Trigueros again. And now it is with Pereiro. And on to Etienne Capoue. Now it's back with Rui Albiol. Of course, you see Francis Coquelin in there as well. I think they're going to try and get the ball across to him in a second. In fact, they're not. Gone out wide right instead to wide left to Pedroza. Francis Coquelin was just on the edge of the box there. He's probably one of the furthest forward players, in fact. The man that's more known for being a defensive mid. 56 played. I wonder whether we'll see a substitution for Arsenal in the next few minutes to see if maybe Aubameyang might enter the fray. Here's Pepe now from a good pass there from Ceballos. Gets it back as well. Keeps possession. In fact, there's been a foul there by Ceballos, and he's got a second yellow here as Dani Ceballos now. The Arsenal midfielder has been sent off, and it's all to do now for Arsenal. It was all to do anyway, but Dani Ceballos for Arsenal has seen red, and it is Villarreal 2 goals to the good up, and Villarreal are the side with an extra man now as well. As Dani Ceballos has been sent off there. Just want to have a look here now. There's a man down for Villarreal. Someone's Party got involved and got a yellow there as well. But Dani Ceballos has been sent off for Arsenal. Granit Xhaka's remonstrating with the referee as well. He's got to be careful not to get himself in the book. Dani Ceballos having discussions here with his manager. Let's have a look here in regards to, I don't know what happened there. In fact, it looked like he stood on the foot of his man, and of course that is, a yellow card. And Mikel Arteta is, distraught over that one as well. The Arsenal manager, Dani Ceballos, has seen red, and Arsenal are 2 goals behind, and now a man down as well. Dani Ceballos sent off. Don't know why it says this game is the Carabao Cup final. I think Russ didn't edit it properly. Adjust that now. There we go. Apologies there. It was, I think we had the wrong information. Dani Ceballos is having a chat with the delegate, UEFA delegate. I'm not too sure what's happening here. I think they might be VAR checking this red card. It's Chukwueze now. Now Francis Coquelin. Now it's Capoue. Now on to Torres. Now Trigueros. Knocked back by Moreno. So it was actually Coquelin, I believe. It's now Foyth. Coquelin in possession here now. Now it's the number, who was that there now? 25. Who was the 25? Capoue. It's Smith Rowe, is that a foul? No, it's not. Smith Rowe's in a heap though. He's left him on the floor of this challenge. 30 minutes to go. Smith Rowe looks seriously in pain there. As Chuck Weezy still has possession here for the home side. Wins a throw as well off of Granit Xhaka. Arsenal 2-0 down, man down with Dani Ceballos sent off as well. Just a moment ago. The altered play for in the second leg if Arsenal do go on and get a away goal here, but you know it's certainly Villarreal are going to be the happier side for sure with the 2-goal lead that they have at the moment, the extra man as well. And, you know, you never know, they might be able to kick on here and go and get another goal or two, and then the game at the Emirates will be pretty much a dead rubber for them. Here's Capoue now. Gets it back. Into Moreno. Now it's Albiol. Now it's Pereiro. Out to the right here to Chukwueze, the Nigerian. What's he going to do here? His dancing feet. Chukwueze into the area it goes as well. Back heel now to Coquelin. Chukwueze again. Chukwueze shoots and it's blocked there by Bernd Leno, who parries it out and hooks clear, but only as far as Pereiro. Now it's Chukwueze again. Trying to find Moreno. And it's a free kick here to Arsenal now. There's a foul on, I think it was by Moreno. And it was on Rob Holding, I think. Let's have a look. There's one of the men in midfield and one in defence there. Sorry, let's see if it was Rob Holding or Callum Chambers. It was, I couldn't quite see what it was originally, but there you go. Chukwueze there. Leno had to make the save to deny him. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 0 is the latest score. 61.5 minutes played. This Europa League semi-final first leg. Dani Ceballos sent off for the away side as well. You've got possession here. It's gone behind now. It's actually an opportunity here for Arsenal. It's because Saka's going to take this corner ball. As it looked like, I think it was going to be headed back to Rudy there, but he wasn't able to keep the ball in and it went behind for this corner. Not too sure who it was. I think it might have been Pedrezi. As Gabriel Martinelli is getting ready to come on for Arsenal in place of Martin Odegaard. It's a corner ball here now. Just going to see who's got over this. I think it might be Thomas Partey. I'm not quite sure. Smith Rowe on the edge of the box. Granit Xhaka on the edge of the box as well. Both unmarked. It's not. It's actually Bukayo Saka over it. And Rob Holding is and Etienne Capoue there as well, having a little bit of something going on between them. A little bit of handbags. Martin Odegaard still just walking along here now and going off. Of course, he had to walk off at the nearest place he could go off at. Whips in by Saka. The shot hit by Smith Rowe, is it? And it's fired at goal there by Rob Holding, and it's wide from the Arsenal centre-back, the captain for today as well, and not troubling the goalkeeper Rulli there. And Arsenal, there's loads of bodies in the box there. I think Pablo Marie was in there as well. Also Granit Xhaka, and then it's Rob Holding who just, wayward with the effort. And Villarreal play it out now, as a lot of teams do these days from the back. Given away. Here's Smith Rowe. Gets it back now from Saka. From Partey, sorry. Now it's Thomas Partey. Plays it out to Callum Chambers. Isn't able to keep it in. Takes a bobble up and hits him on the chest and goes behind. Premier League action on the channel next Sunday between Newcastle and Arsenal with myself and Jack Cunningham on that game. We're going to be live at just before 2 o'clock for a 2 p.m. kickoff. Of course, Saturday, we've got Nicholas Jones and Russ bringing the championship game between Sheffield Wednesday and Nottingham Forest as well from 12:30. And then we'll be back next week with some action as well. Monday, there's going to be West Brom and Wolves, and also another game as well, which I'll let you know in a moment with Russ. And then some games next week in regards to the second legs of these Europa League semi-finals and also the Champions League semi-finals as well. There'll be games across the board in terms of football commentaries here on Football Commentary Live, and we'll certainly bring you all to the semi-finals if we can, and the two finals as well. And we brought you the League Cup final the weekend just gone, and we're going to try and bring you plenty of games from the Euros as well. So loads and loads of action here on the channel over the next few weeks. Here's Villarreal winner, it's Moreno, and it's saved by Bernd Leno. I think he was trying to see who it was that put him through there. It might have been Trigueros that put him through. Let's have a look here. It was Coquelin involved as well. In fact, it might have been even Coquelin that put him through. It was indeed. I think. Let's have a look. I think it was. It's gone behind here for a corner now. To be taken by... Couldn't quite see it, but anyways, Villarreal with Chukwueze in possession. Now it is the number... let's have a look here now. The number 8, Juan Foyth. Number 4, Pau Torres now, and whipped in by, I think that's Pereira. It's a chance here for Smith Rowe now. Now it's Pepe. Is he fouled there? Referee says yes, he is. Is he going to get a yellow card here, the Villarreal man as well? Nicola Pepe caught by, I couldn't quite see who it was. Let's see. I think it was Pereira maybe. Or Moreno. It was one of the two. I couldn't quite see exactly what man it was. Anyways, now with Bernd Leno. Arsenal still yet to have an attempt on target here in this game. And Leno tries to find Gabriel Martinelli with a long ball there, and Etienne Capoue has just fouled Nicola Pepe, who's down on the floor, and he's now gone in the book. 23 minutes remaining of this game, and Villarreal leading by 2-0, with the goal scorers being Trigueros and Albiol. Dani Ceballos has since been seen red for Arsenal as well for a second bookable offence. 2 yellow cards, and he's going to be out of the game next week, of course. So it'd be interesting to see what Arsenal do, and whether maybe Alex Lacazette is fit enough to be brought back in for that game. Could have been free there as well, but Leno denying Moreno. Not more than a few minutes ago. It's now with Chukwueze. He's going to go on a run here now, the Nigerian. Up against Granit Xhaka. Loads of space as well. Chukwueze. Chukwueze, now Moreno. Moreno is going to get a shot away. He is, and it's not troubling Bernd Leno. It's straight down the throat of the German goalkeeper. He's able to bowl it out. There's an injury here for Villarreal. It's Juan Foyth. I think he might have cramp there. And he's just going to go down. And if he has got cramp, he certainly worked his backside off today. So, you know, you've seen him running up and down that right flank. And if he does have cramp there because of that, it's certainly not, you know, for the fact he hasn't done any work. He's done plenty of work in this game. You're listening to Football Commentary Live, of course. The home of alternative commentary. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 0. Unai Emery 2, Mikel Arteta 0 as well. Of course, the second leg takes place next Thursday at the Emirates Stadium. I think there's a substitution here. I think Foyth's is going to make way And I'm not too sure who's coming on in this place. I'll have to see. It's Mario Gaspar, the number 2. Going to come on for Foyth. And it's an Arsenal possession now with Rob Holding and Pablo Marí. Now Bernd Leno. We'll keep you across anything that happens in the other game as well. Last I looked, it was 2-2. Here's Nicola Pepe now for Arsenal. In fact, as I say that, Man U have now gone 3-2 up. Edison Cavani again. Here's Callum Chambers now. Nicola Pepe. Smith Rowe. Now it's Holding. Now Marí. Now Granit Xhaka, the Swiss international, in possession. Back to Marí now. Pablo Marí tries to go long here. And it's now with Nicola Pepe. Now Bukayo Saka. Callum Chambers. Oh, trying to find Nicola Pepe there, and it's cleared out by, I think it was Rui Albiol again. Anyway, here's Emil Smith Rowe now. Now it's Chambers. Back to Smith Rowe again. Now Bukayo Saka. Has he fouled in the box there? I think Arsenal have been awarded a penalty here now. Granit Xhaka is complaining, and it looks like this time Arsenal have an opportunity to get that away goal. I think this time there is going to be a spot kick. I don't see why this one won't be given this time around. I'm not too sure who will take it for Arsenal, whether it be Nicola Pepe or somebody else. But that one is certainly a penalty in my opinion. Good opportunity here for Arsenal to get an away goal. I think it will be Pepe over it. Good opportunity here to test Rooney to see whether he's able to get Arsenal back in this game now. I fancy Pepe to score personally, but we shall find out whether he's able to in a moment. Nicola Pepe. It's remonstrating there, the Bukayo Saka and one of the Villarreal men as well. I think it's the man that made the foul. Well, not quite sure though, but it's Pepe up against the goalkeeper Rooney. And Nicola Pepe to get Arsenal back in this game and to get them the away goal that they vitally need. Nicola Pepe from the spot. What's Pepe going to do here? Referee's just saying to the goalkeeper to stay on your line as well. Pepe's just taking a few deep breaths now. Let's see what the Ivorian can do here. Nicola Pepe steps up and he scores. Does Nicola Pepe as well. Arsenal back into this game. Nicola Pepe there with the penalty. And it's now Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1. Good penalty from Nicola Pepe as well. Sent the goalkeeper the wrong way, and goalkeeper had no chance of that one. And it's a good penalty as well. Straight down the middle, in fact, by Nicola Pepe. Goalkeeper dived to his left-hand side, but Pepe just slotted it right into the middle of the goal, and Arsenal have that away goal now. So it's Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1 now. Arsenal with 10 men, of course, with the red card to Danny Suarez as well. But the away goal there could prove to be vital over the 2 legs. But we shall wait and see how things pan out in the remaining 17 minutes of this one, first of all. It's now with Pedreza. The chance here for Villarreal straight away. It's now Chukwueze. And it's straight into the hands of Bernd Leno, the Arsenal goalkeeper, the German. Let's see whether we see any players introduced for Arsenal, maybe in the next few moments, maybe an Aubameyang or somebody like that. Of course, plenty of options still on the bench. Nicola Pepe now. Gabriel Martinelli, is he able to keep it in? No, he's not, but it's an Arsenal throw-in anyway. Granit Xhaka over it. See whether Arsenal can build on this away goal they've got now. Granit Xhaka with a throw. Thrown it to Martinelli now. Gabriel Martinelli here. Back to Xhaka. Now it's Pepe. Gone behind off of Gaspar for an Arsenal throw. Coming up to 15 minutes left of this game in the first leg of this semi-final. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1. Goal scorers for Villarreal with Trigueros and Albiol. Danny Ceballos sent off for Arsenal, and then a penalty from Nicolas Pepe to give Arsenal that away goal just a minute or two ago. Granit Xhaka throws it here now to Pepe and then gets it back from the Ivorian as well. Now it's Rob Holding. Now out to Callum Chambers. On he goes to Saka. What's he going to do here? He goes back to Smith Rowe, I think that is. Now back to Holding, and now Pablo Mari. And now onto the left, or acting left back, I should say, Granit Xhaka. Now Nicolas Pepe. Is he fouled there by Mario Gaspar? The referee says yes, he is. And Pepe's wanting a yellow card there, but the referee says nothing given. Man U have now gone 4-2 up. Bruno Fernandes with a penalty. In the game being covered by Matt Isles. Also live on Football Commentary Live as well, of course. And this one is Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1. Now, Thomas Partey, what's he going to do here? Tries to find Martinelli. Good defending there by Rui Albiol, I think that was. And then it's now with Arsenal and Bukayo Saka. Now Smith Rowe. Now Thomas Partey. Now Saka. Oh, that's a nasty lunge there on Saka from Pedreza, I think that was. Let's have a look. Or was it Capoue? Let's see. I think it might even be Etienne Capoue. And Arsenal players there remonstrating with a referee saying that should be a red. Nicolas Pepe having to bring Pablo Mari away and a couple of the other men as well. Certainly one in the red there, the Arsenal men. Trying to even out the numbers in this game. As looks like Unai Emery was about to put a face mask on there. Looks like it's going to be a yellow card going to the Villarreal man when he's up from the ground, because he's also in a little bit of pain as well and getting a bit of treatment too. It was actually Etienne Capoue, the man that fouled Bukayo Saka there. It's a nasty challenge, very late. Could be fortunate as well. And Unai Emery's probably thinking the same. It's like, well, we've already got an extra man. We don't need to be making any rash decisions and losing the player of our own. Bukayo Saka's up to his feet, but Etienne Capoue looks like he's injured himself making that tackle. The Villarreal man. Their French midfielder, of course. So we will have a few minutes stoppage time as well at the end of this game because of that injury. I'm still waiting for him to get treatment as well. As Unai Emery looks on, a little bit worried there about his man. And there is going to be a stretcher needed as well for the French midfielder there. And in fact, let's have a look here now. They might even be sent off in the stretcher here for making that challenge as well. I think the referee wants to send him off. I don't know whether he's changed his mind there on the yellow card now. So they show the penalty again. Mikel Arteta there, delighted with that penalty from Nicolas Pepe, of course. Referee's had discussions here with his assistants, and Etienne Capoue has been put onto the stretcher now. Thomas Partey's in discussions, and actually, let's have a look what the referee's going to do here. He goes over to him, and he gives him a second yellow and a red, so the numbers are even. Yeah, I forgot that he'd been booked already, Etienne Capoue. So he's seen red, and it's now even Stevens for the remaining 10 minutes or so of this game. In terms of 10 versus 10. There's a couple of subs here for Villarreal as well. I think Pedreza's coming off, and also Trigueros as well. Moreno is coming on for Pedreza, the number 18. It's the other Moreno. Of course, being Alberto Moreno. A lot of people will remember him. And Gomez is coming on as well. Of course, Alberto Moreno will be remembered from his days at Liverpool. Of course. And it's now Paul Pogba who has given Manchester United their 5th goal against Roma. And it's them on opportunity here to go through an Arsenal. Oh, there's going to be an equaliser there, but there was a foul in the build-up. There's a couple of men back there for Arsenal. I think it was Rob Holding and also Pablo Maria, I think, was in there as well. Pablo Maria got his head on it originally and then tried to put it across to Holding, and Holding was offside. But Manchester United are 5-2 to the good against their Italian counterparts now after going 1-0 up earlier on in the game, and they've had 7 goals in that game for Matt Iles and Russ Vernon. They're bringing you that one on the channel as well, and having lots of joy with that game, lots of entertainment, and this game's not been short of entertainment either. As Etienne Capoue has been stretchered around onto the touchline there, and of course he was sent off as well. He was sent off on the stretcher. About 8 minutes left of this game. Etienne Capoue in pain there. He's going to probably, more than likely, in fact, actually, if you look at him there, certainly be missing for the game next week, in my opinion. Here's Gaspar now. Now it's Moreno. Gerard Moreno, that is, of course. Now it's Arsenal trying to get it clear with Pablo Maria towards Gabriel Martinelli. It's a chance for Moreno now. Now it's Chukwueze. The number 11. Good tackle by Pablo Maria. Excuse me. Now it's Chukwueze. Given away by Xhaka. Chukwueze given away to Smith Rowe. Now Saka for Arsenal. On towards Nicola Pepe now. Is he going to keep it in? Just about. Nicola Pepe there. No, in fact, no, he's not. He wasn't able to keep it in. Mikel Arteta remonstrating with the referee. He thought that he did. I wonder whether we will see any Arsenal subs soon. We've only seen the one so far with Gabriel Martinelli coming on to replace Martin Odegaard. Of course, there's still other options there with Aubameyang and Nketiah and also Nelson and Willian that could potentially come on for Arsenal as well. You know, maybe even a Hector Bellerin to bring a bit of width to the right-hand side, or a Cedric Suarez at the left as well, left wing back. Put Granit Xhaka into midfield maybe, but we'll have to wait and see how things pan out in the remaining few minutes here. 7 to go. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1 in this semi-final first leg of the Europa League. You're listening to Mike Harniman, your alternate match commentator with Football Commentary Live here. Also broadcasting across on Worldwide Gooner Elite today as well. And on my YouTube. Here's Chukwueze now. Good tackle there by by Pablo Maria, sorry, I think that was. He's done well there as well. In fact, it was Granit Xhaka. Did a bit of disservice to him. Here's Gaspar now. Now it's with Chukwueze again. There's an Arsenal man there trying to, got to be back, got to be careful. Here's Chukwueze. It was Moreno. Now it's who's that? The number 5, Pereiro. There's a foul in the build-up there on the Arsenal defender, and it's gone behind for a goal kick. 6 minutes plus stoppage time remaining. There'll be a few minutes of that as well. Villarreal leading this game 2-1. Quite nicely poised, really, for the second leg next week at the Emirates. Of course, Arsenal getting the away goal. It wouldn't have been as well poised if they hadn't. Here's Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang now, coming on for Bukayo Saka. The Gabon international. Let's see whether he can get his side an equaliser in the remaining few minutes here. Back from illness, of course. The skipper. Wonder whether he's going to get himself an opportunity or two here in the remaining 5 minutes plus stoppage time. It's now with Callum Chambers. Now it's Rob Holding. Thought he was going to give it away there, but it's fortunate to go back to Bertlano through Pablo Marie. Now it is Thomas Partey. Bertlano. Out to Callum Chambers. It's a foul on Callum Chambers there as well. Was it? I think the referee's actually given a throw instead in the end by Alberto Moreno. It's the man that was involved with him. Here's Thomas Partey now. Out he goes to Granit Xhaka. On to Thomas Partey again, then out to Callum Chambers now. And it's missed. It was Rob Holding. Sorry, it was miscontrolled by him. The Arsenal number 16. There's a throw in here for Villarreal now towards Moreno, and it's gone back to Smith Rowe. He's done well to win his tackle. On to Pepe. Nicola Pepe, what's he going to do? He tries to find Aubameyang. Aubameyang's in, and in fact it's tidied up by the goalkeeper there for a throw in. Rulli puts it behind. 86.5 minutes played. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1. Both sides down to 10 men as well. Capoue and Dani Ceballos sent off respectively. Villarreal 2-0 up at half time, remember, and Arsenal back into it through Nicola Pepe's penalty, the away goal, which might be crucial over the two legs if Arsenal was to go on and progress through to the final. Callum Chambers couldn't keep that in play. It was a good cross-field pass, but he wasn't able to keep it in. Here's I think that's a defender now for Villarreal, Albiol. Now Chuck Wazy. And it goes to Pereira. And Coquelin now, I think that was trying to find Moreno, but given away. Now it's the other Moreno, Alberto Moreno now. And now Pau Torres and Coquelin as well. And now I think that's Pereira now. Out to Chuck Wazy. He can go back to Gaspar. No, he's not. He's going to use his dancing feet here to Nigeria and go back to Pereira now. And he's going to give it him back again as well. Villarreal have only got to keep it in the corner, and they'll go on and progress through to the. Sorry, not progress. They'll go on and they'll be leading for the second leg. 2-1, of course. And en route to progression, I should have said. Although there's still another 90 minutes to go, of course, at the Emirates next week. And a game which I'm sure we'll bring to you as well. You might get it with myself, you might get it with somebody else. We don't know as of yet. As the other game, Manchester United are 5-2 up, I believe, against AS Roma. And they are certainly 1 foot in that final. Looks like Arsenal are the only side that are going to go on and lose as well. Chelsea drew their game. Manchester City won theirs yesterday, and Manchester United are winning theirs. And looks like Arsenal, out of the 4, are going to be the only side to lose out of the English sides that have been in European action this week, unless they can get a goal in the remaining minute plus stoppage time. Here's Albiol now. Out to Chuck Wazy. Chukwueze for Villarreal. Now back to Mario Gaspar. And now it's with Albiol. Now Torres. On it goes to Francis Coquelin there now. Moreno was involved as well. Now it's Pereiro. Now it's Coquelin. Man that spent 10 years at Arsenal between 2008 and 2018. Got it back again now as well, the Frenchman. Here's Pereiro. Out to the Nigerian Chukwueze. And now it is Pereiro. There's an opportunity here for Moreno, but well defended by Arsenal, and able to get it clear. There's a foul there, is there, on Aubameyang? The referee says no, and in fact, I think Aubameyang has got himself a yellow card there. He has. The Arsenal skipper. He's been on the pitch for just a few minutes, but the only involvement he's had is the yellow card there by taking out Albiol. It was a late challenge as well. The yellow card certainly sufficed. We are just coming up to 5 minutes of additional time at the end of this game. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1. You're listening to Football Commentary Live. Chukwueze, is he fouled there by Xhaka? Yes, he is. Xhaka's remonstrated. He's not happy with the officials there. The assistant, I should say. As we are just coming up to the first of those 5 minutes of stoppage time. Villarreal still leading by 2 goals to 1 in this game out in Spain against Mikel Arteta's Arsenal. Good opportunity here for them to maybe get the third as well if they want to try and get that goal to, get the clincher in this one. There's an offside flag up though. See whether Arsenal are able to get it forward. One last opportunity for the visiting side to get that second away goal. Manchester United have gone 6-2 up now. Mason Greenwood, and Manchester United are showing why they're favourites to win this competition by absolutely running riot against AS Roma at Old Trafford. Matt Isles and Russ bringing that game. Russ Vernon, of course, on Football Commentary Live, the other stream we've got live. But no here for Arsenal now. Might jump over to their stream after. I don't know as of yet. I'm sure they've got quite a bit to dissect. It's now Villarreal 3 minutes away from going to the Emirates next week with a 2-1 advantage. In possession now with Albiol. Out it goes to Chukwueze. Samuel Chukwueze gets it back from Gaspar. Is there a foul in there? No, there's not. Now Francis Coquelin, headed by Moreno, I think that was, and not troubling Bertolino. The referee had his hand to his ear there in regards to the VAR check as well. I don't know what it was about. Potential penalty there, I think, but the referee says no. There's a high foot by Granit Xhaka and possibly a handball as well. Thomas Partey, the Ghanaian and the Swiss international there. Granit Xhaka was the judge not to have used his hand there, so there's no wrongdoing and no penalty given. Xhaka in possession now for Arsenal. I think the only hope for Arsenal now is that they've got the away goal. Big task for Mikel Arteta next week, but it was shown last time out that Arsenal were not great in the first leg there, but then went to the second leg and really tore them apart. And Villarreal here have been a good side. They've certainly caused problems for Arsenal and have looked good tonight. But Arsenal have got enough quality, in my opinion, to maybe get something there next week at the Emirates. Here's Aubameyang now. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, good save by Rulli, and it's gone behind for a corner. Good opportunity there for Arsenal to get a last-ditch equaliser to level this game up. Thomas Partey with the ball through to him. Good touch by the Gabon man as well. And wasn't able to hit the target. Well, he was able to hit the target, but wasn't able to direct it past the goalkeeper. on the slide as well, as Willian's going to be coming on shortly for Arsenal. If we've got enough time, that is. And also there's going to be a double sub. I think there's another sub as well. It's Mohamed El Neni coming on for Emil Smith-Rowe for Arsenal. And also Willian for Nicola Pepe. The last chance here for Arsenal from this corner as well. It's got to go into the box. About 15 seconds to go. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1. You're listening on Football Commentary Live with me, Mike Harniman, your match commentator. If you want to follow us, you can do so at Commentary Live 1 on Twitter. And that's actually the last chance, I think, for Arsenal. It's gone into the area from that delivery, and Callum Chambers gets his head on there and isn't able to direct it on target. It's probably that, though, in this game now. And Villarreal will probably see this one through and win this game by 2-1 and have the advantage at the Emirates Stadium next week. Unai Emery looks like he's got one up on Mikel Arteta. Villarreal's first victory over Arsenal as well out of the meetings that they've had. And it's up into the area there. Sorry, up into the Arsenal half there, I should say. And that is full time in this game out in Spain. Well, of course, I'm not broadcasting there. I'm broadcasting from home. It's finished. Unai Emery's Villarreal 2. Mikel Arteta's Arsenal 1. Goal scorers for Villarreal were the man that got sub later on, Trigueros, and also Rui Albiol as well, the centre-back. And then Arsenal got back into the game, getting an away goal from the penalty spot by Nicola Pepe. Both sides had a man sent off as well. Etienne Capoue was sent off for Villarreal. But before that, Arsenal had Dani Ceballos sent off when it was 2-0 as well in that game. So great game to cover, plenty of talking points, and Arsenal got the away goal, so they still have a chance next week at the Emirates. But Villarreal go there with a 1-goal advantage. So you've been listening to Football Commentary Live. We'll be back on the weekend as Nottingham Forest face off in an away game against Sheffield Wednesday, being brought to you by Nicholas Jones and Russ Vernon. And I'll be back as Arsenal go to Newcastle alongside Jack Cunningham for that one, bringing you that game. But in this one here, from the Europa League semi-final first leg, it's finished. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1. And of course, in the other game, Manchester United have been comfortably beaten. AS Roma, I should say, have been comfortably beaten by Manchester United as well. Looks like by 6-2, with Manchester United certainly got more than a foot into the final. So good night for Man United. Not a great night for Arsenal. Do have an away goal though to hopefully build on next week at the Emirates. But it finished Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1 in this game. Unai Emery has beaten Mikel Arteta. He's won the first game, and let's see whether Mikel Arteta is able to get his side to bounce back and to progress next week at the Emirates. Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1 is the score. You've been listening to me, Mike Harniman, here on Football Commentary Live. Give us a follow on Twitter at Commentary Live 1. Also on Facebook as well, which is facebook.com/footcom live. But in the meantime, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Villarreal are 1 foot in the final against this Arsenal side. Winners 2-1 on the night. And let's see whether Arsenal can bounce back at the Emirates. Man United are certainly probably, 1.5 feet in the final, I suppose, with their victory. The sort of resounding victory that it was as well, where AS Roma have to pull off some sort of a miracle and hope that Manchester United don't get any away goals, so that the favourites progress comfortably through to the final. And the English side, will play the winners of this one. So in this game, Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1 is the score. And we'll be back at the weekend with Nicholas Jones and Russ Vernon. But in this game, it finished Villarreal 2, Arsenal 1. And in the other game, it was Manchester United 6, AS Roma 2. So thank you for listening. You've been listening to Football Commentary Live. And until next time, enjoy the rest of your night and enjoy the rest of your week too. Thanks, guys.